also, I'm going to say it, I'm also entering a new category in Purely as well. The second day of prep. And I've missed my alarm. Yeah. So I'm half an hour behind schedule for my first meal. And I'm tired. But there's no cardio to be done. But look at this fringe. Whoa. This is major bed hair right here, guys. That light is shining in my eyes. Okay, so, whoa, look at him. The day that I pin my fringe back, I'm revealing my nice little spot. The current situation, maybe it's my first prep spot, I don't know, but it's really irritating me. Just got back from the gym. Hello. Sorry, my mum's coming through. Just come back from the gym, and so yesterday, first day of prep, all went fine. Nothing's really changed in my diet other than I've just cut out the biscuits and cake. That's it really. No cardio's been added in. I'll go in my diet in my next vlog hopefully, but just a quick kind of insight of things that I'm going to be eating on prep. So yesterday Connor gave me some ground rice. This is not a big bag of cocaine. That'd be great, wouldn't it? But brown rice. So I was planning on eating 200 grams of sweet potato post-workout, which is about 40 grams of carbs, and then having one whole bagel or a bowl of cereal, equaling to another 40 grams of carbs. But I was finding that I was just loading myself up on like too heavy carbs, if that makes sense. Like it was like a bit to take on my digestive system. So I may change that nearer to the show because I just want to eat actual food. But just to put it into kind of perspective, I'd be eating post-workout half of one of these. I could only get sweet potato nuggets, oh shit, in the supermarket today because they ran out of sweet potato. So that's going to last me for 2 days now. And I was then eating one whole bagel. So that is quite a lot to take in one sitting in a go. So what Connor suggests I do, which he does anyway, I can get 60 grams uncooked weight of brown rice. I can get 40 grams of carbs, stay with me, and then I can add a tablespoon of honey, which is about 15 grams, and that will equal me to about 80 grams of carbs post-workout, which is like optimal. Like that's what I need post-workout. I'll quickly make it up. And then I'll show you what it looks like in comparison of loads of sweet potato and a bagel. So 60 grams, weigh out 60 grams. I think there's 100 grams in here Connor gave me. You grab your whisk, because apparently you've got to do this quite quick because it can go, the consistency can go really wrong. Get that out of the scenario quickly. Never done this before. This is going to go totally wrong, isn't it? Apparently put a little bit in. Whisk it. It looks like baby food. It goes as like a gooey sort of paste. 15 grams of honey. And that right there is 80 grams of carbs. And look, there's like nothing there at all. Quick and easy and great for a post-workout meal. Just picture like a whole plate full of sweet potato and a massive bagel on the side, which equals to 80 grams of carbohydrates by itself. This also equals to 80 grams of carbs by itself. It's like, it's gonna make my prep so much easier. I just hope my stomach and my body reacts well to it. I'm going to trial it for maybe this week and next week. and see how I get on. I'll still be having sweet potato in my diet, so I'll have about 200 grams in another meal as a pre-gym meal. But for post-workout, this is where you want to get the majority of your carbs too, because you know that your body's going to utilize it. So yeah, that spot really isn't my friend today. Problem number 1 has occurred on prep. We have just had a power cut. Luckily, I managed to get my shower in, get my post-gym meal in, and my chicken only had 5 minutes left on the buzzer. So just checked my chicken and it's cooked. Thank fuck for that. Only problem is my sweet potato hasn't cooked, so I'm gonna have to microwave that at work. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about my prep, how I've started it. Not much has changed. Not much has changed at all. I will go through like a full day of eating later this week. I've got work later on, so it'll be hard for me to get a full day of eating in. But yeah, no, it almost feels like I'm not prepping yet, and trying to get my head around that and trying to adjust myself that I don't need to go straight into doing like loads of cardio and dropping my carbs and stuff it's hard to get my head around, because when you think of prep, you think of, you know, the struggle, the grind, but because I've started off in a good position, I hope, in the sense that I've kept body fat pretty low off and still managed to gain some tissue in my like kind of off season, so to speak. So I've had that good foundation to start with for prep. I'm at a good starting point, which I'm very, very happy about. So I've spent a whole 8 months really just working on keeping myself in a position where when I would start a prep, I'd be at a good starting point, if that makes sense. So on the weekend, me and Connor met up, discussed what kind of foods I'm going to be eating, what my calories are going to be like, and when I'm going to start cardio. Nothing has changed like whatsoever really in my diet. I've dropped maybe 100 calories. I've just literally just dropped the cake and biscuits out, so I can't just spontaneously eat a biscuit now. I've got a set diet. I was eating 5 meals a day and a couple snacks. I've dropped the snacks now and I've put in an extra meal, so I'm eating 6 meals a day. So I'm not going any more than 2.5 to 3 hours a day without eating any sort of food, which is really, really good. My carbs are still really high. I think I'm going to be sitting at around, 220 grams of carbs a day, 50 grams of fat and 175 grams of protein. Which is such a good starting point. That's like 2,100 calories or something like that. So really, really happy with that. No cardio has been added in yet, so really, like, I feel good about that, you know. As I do body pump classes 3 times a week, which is about, well, there's like 2-hour classes and 1 45-minute one, so I literally do 3 hours of body pump a week. I don't need to do full-on cardio because I'm already technically doing that, and I'm also working every body part in it, so it's almost hitting my body parts 3 times a week extra as well, which is great. I'll probably start adding cardio in about 3 weeks out from my beach photo shoot with Pure Elite. That depends on how my weight goes. I've not actually stepped on the scales yet. I'm going to do that tomorrow morning, but I believe I'm sitting at around 66 kg, which is a good start. I mean, I didn't want to start at this weight. I wanted to start at around 64, 63, but one thing led to another, one pizza led to another. You know the crack. It happens, shit happens. So I'm not going to get my fanny in a twist over that. Fanny in a twist. The fuck? What was even that? Is that even a saying? Fanny in a twist. That's not on the subject. I'm going to my cervical screening, my first ever cervical screening test in an hour. So yeah, just thought I'd put that out there because I want to use my social media as a platform to educate and make awareness and show people like an insight of what like a fitness bodybuilding prep is like, but also show you kind of the realities of life and it's an important test to have done. Getting all serious now on you guys, because for you ladies, like, it's serious. And it's the same with men, you know, check your balls, okay? There's no hiding from diseases like cancer. You need to get these checks done. The NHS provide these tests for us. We're very, very lucky to have this. So make sure when you get that letter through the post, ladies, you're calling your doctor up and you're booking yourself in. No excuses, no ifs, no buts, okay? Coming from someone who shied away from an illness for a long, long time before I actually plucked up the courage to go to the doctors. Anything that happens to me now, I go to the doctor straight away, because being diagnosed with colitis at such a severe state, it didn't need to get that bad on my first flare-up. I was just a typical teenager thinking it was going to go away, and it didn't. But yeah, first cervical screening test today. You know, it's not something we want to have done. You know, you don't exactly want to have your legs sprung up in front of a nurse's face, but it could save your life, and I'm prepared to do that for that. I hope you enjoy this prep series and you take something from it, and it's just great to have your support and love behind me every step of the way. It's gonna be a good year. I'm excited. I'm nervous, which is, I get nervous, but I'm nervous because I'm going to be going for a new federation as well, so PCA. I'm also entering a new category in Purely as well, so I'm going to be doing figure. I'm going to go and try and retain my figure title, but I'm also going to be entering fitness modelling. So, whew, that was something that I wasn't going to tell you guys, but you know what, this is like raw, this is going out, I've done it now, I've said it, it's going in the blog. It's going in the vlog. Really fancied a new challenge, and from the feedback I had from the O2 show, the judges believed I could also go for fitness modelling. And comparing myself to other fitness models in the industry, I know that with different posing, softer posing, I could possibly do very well in that category. It's a new challenge. The T-walk scares the living hell out of me, so I'm going to spend a lot of my time when I'm doing practice posing just working on my walk. There's so much I need to do this year, so I need to learn I need to make a figure routine up for PCA and Purely. I'm going to do the same routine for both shows so it doesn't confuse my brain. I need to learn a T-walk for fitness modelling, and I also need to brush up on my mandatory poses for the figure categories. So I'm going to be very busy in that aspect. I will be shooting some of my posing sessions as well for you guys, so you can tune in and see what I'm doing. But yeah, it's this could go either really, really well or really, really badly. So I'll take you guys along with me so you can watch. Have a little giggle on the way. There's going to be highs and there's going to be lows, but I wouldn't want to share it with anyone else. So thank you for watching this vlog. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next vlog.